I froze, not from fear, but from recognition. His wrist, small red rose with thorns curling into infinity. My mother's tattoo, identical, same wrist. My voice came out on its own, calm but measured. "Sir, my mother has a tattoo just like yours." The wineglass trembled in his hand, then shattered on the marble floor. Red droplets mingled with the dark liquid. He stared at me, pale as a ghost. Your mother's name?" His voice cracked. I said it, and in that moment everything shifted. The man I had served countless times, the billionaire with charm and ease, revealed the truth with a single glance. He knew. I remember the first time I met him, the dim light of the restaurant, his smile, the warmth in his voice when he asked about my life. I believed in chance, in kindness, in his attention. I was wrong. I didn't see the shadows lurking behind that charisma. I trusted a wolf in a tailored suit. The betrayal wasn't sudden. It started small, an unfamiliar message on my mother's phone, a fleeting expression of guilt that didn't match the casual words he spoke, a weekend trip he couldn't explain. I noticed patterns, the way he avoided her eyes, the sharpness in his tone when her name was mentioned, each clue a blade slicing through my illusions. But I didn't panic. I couldn't. Anger is useful, but recklessness is deadly. I began to observe, quietly, like a predator mapping prey. I collected evidence, financial documents, whispered rumors, subtle hints from his inner circle. Every detail added a thread to the tapestry of truth. By the time I confronted him mentally, the plan was clear. Nothing was left to chance. I learned patience. Precision is key. Revenge isn't a scream, it's a shadow, slow and deliberate. I placed discreet calls, guided subtle leaks, orchestrated quiet betrayals in the boardroom he thought untouchable, every step designed to unravel him where he was strongest: reputation, power, pride. I remember the night I first saw him falter, not with anger, not with pleading, simply the flicker of doubt. The moment a man realizes he is exposed. I had timed it perfectly. Each conversation, each exposure, a chess move. And he didn't even suspect me. I was invisible, watching the empire he built with arrogance begin to crack. Then last night, the culmination. I served him wine as if nothing had changed. I watched him raise the glass, wrist exposed. The symbol, the red rose of infinity, mocked him in silence. I spoke, and time fractured. His gaze snapped to mine. The glass slipped. Wine met marble, a small, satisfying chaos. "Your mother." His voice was thin, trembling. Recognition, horror, confusion. I could have spoken more. I could have revealed everything, but restraint is the sharpest blade. I let the silence stretch, let the weight of his past choices settle. I saw the truth in his eyes, the realization that the life he'd constructed, the lies he'd spun, had an owner: me. I didn't need to yell, I didn't need to cry. I simply stood there, a calm storm, letting him see the consequences of his actions. Every glance, every pause told the story he couldn't escape. He thought power could hide betrayal. He thought wealth could rewrite the past. He thought a smile and charm could erase scars he left behind. But infinity has a pattern. The thorns always circle back. I had only been waiting for the right moment, the perfect mirror. I watched him gather himself, dignity crumbling. Every subtle exposure I had planted became a revelation in this single moment. Investors questioned decisions, allies questioned loyalty, whispers became a tidal wave. His empire trembled, not with fire or violence, but with truth. And I was untouchable, a shadow in plain sight, a reckoning wrapped in calm elegance. When he finally looked away defeated, I allowed a single thought to cross my mind. Justice doesn't scream. It whispers, it waits, it knows timing. My mother's tattoo wasn't just ink, it was a symbol, a warning, a reminder that some bonds, even those forged in pain, cannot be ignored. I walked away from the table, clean, composed, untarnished. The restaurant smelled of wine and polished wood, a perfect mask for the storm I had orchestrated. He remained there, shattered, staring at the rose. Infinity, complete. And I felt nothing but relief. Not satisfaction, not gloating. Relief. A quiet, powerful release. The world could see him as he wanted, successful, untouchable. I saw him for what he was, a man who believed he could betray and escape. Now, as I clear tables and serve smiles, I carry the memory like a secret weapon. I have witnessed the culmination of patience, intellect, and silent power. I have rewritten the rules of engagement without leaving a trace of chaos behind. Some call it revenge, I call it justice, and infinity has been restored.